Hi everyone, Simply here. I wanted to come today to talk about minimalism and why I chose it and what it means to me, and also how you can still enjoy life without, buying things, being a uh, person that consumes a lot every day or whenever you leave out or you're hanging out with your friends. The reason why I chose minimalism was for freedom and fulfillment. And when I say freedom, freedom to be able to enjoy other things instead of worrying about your possessions that you buy or bring into your home, your clothes. Once you let all that stuff go, you kind of have um, more peace with yourself, and you have more time, meaning you can spend more time doing the things you want to do instead of worrying about, you know, I got to go get this, I got to go buy that, keeping up with the Joneses, or what's the latest trend, what is the latest fashion, and things like that. So for me, like I said, minimalism for me is freedom. And I'm not saying, that all you guys have to practice this or anything. It's not a religion or anything. It's just a way of life. It's just the way I chose to live my life. I wish I would have known this when I was a little bit younger. I'm still young, but I wish I would have known this early on, because I probably would have so much more money, um, invested in other things to be able to do, more things. I would have been able to travel more, um, just do more things that I would have, what I want to do now. I wish I could have done them, I wish I could have done them now if I would have saved all the money, if I would have known about minimalism. But some ways I think I did know a little bit, because when I was a younger girl, I used to call some friends from down the street and have them, come knock on my bedroom window when I was a little girl and ask them to come get stuff. So I think I've always had that in me. I just didn't know how to really like bring it out. So as I got a little older, I started seeing that the more I would like buy things, I kind of would feel a little stressed out. But the more I would release the things, the more freedom and the more peace I had inside. So as I kept going through this, I started noticing that I wasn't the only one. Like other people, practice this lifestyle. Um, my second thing is what minimalism means to me. It means less stress and more time. When I say less stress, what I mean by less stress is that you don't have to, like I said in my first question, why I chose it. You don't have to do uh, what everybody else is doing and keeping up with everybody else. Like, as soon as something comes out, like the iPhone, for example, you got to go out and buy the new iPhone. And you could be a person who's working a minimum wage or whatever, and you will stress yourself out and drive yourself crazy figuring out how, oh my God, how I'm going to get this cell phone, that everybody else has, and all this other stuff. And it's like, if you would program your mind to think another way, you will know that having the same phone that you've been having over the time, the last couple of years, is just doing just fine. Just because they put new things out here, new gadgets out here, does not mean that we're supposed to take part in it. Try to save your money. And another thing, what it means to me is I just have more time. I'm learning that the less time I spend on going to the stores and worrying about this, worrying about that, it gives me more time to spend with my family, my loved ones, to do more things like, going on bike rides with my friends, going to the library and read, or just, going out to have a simple meal, or going, to have a picnic or something like that with friends. You just have more time because you're spending less time worrying about the things that you're consuming, bringing into your home. It takes time to, buy things that we don't need. You look at them and you get tired of them, and they just sit in the closet and sit in the closet. And some people are so, I hate to say this, they're so stingy and they want to let go of things. And over time, can you imagine, like over the years and years, and you're like that, you have so many items in your home, so many items in your purse, your work bag, or, in your closet, and it just consumes you, where you have so much you don't have any time to think about nothing else because you're so worried about, oh my God, this and that and stuff like that, which all this does not matter. It's just minimalism gives you more peace and more time. Um, and number 3, I wanted to talk about how you can still enjoy life without buying. You can go to the stores with girlfriends, guy friends, family members, mother, fathers, sister, brothers. You can go to a store, but if you don't need anything, why do you feel pressure to buy something? Why do you feel like you have to buy something when you're out with other people? I mean, sometimes I think people do it because of impulse. I think they do it because they want people to think, I have money, I can buy whatever I want. But if you sit back and think, if you're shopping like that, something is really wrong. I mean, you don't, I don't think nothing is wrong if you buy things that you need, but if you're just buying stuff on a regular just to say, oh, I can go purchase this and I can go purchase that, then I just believe in my heart that something is kind of like, I'm not saying you're a bad person or it's a real bad thing, but over time it can lead to being a bad thing. Like I said in the beginning, minimalism is freedom, it's fulfillment, it's less time being stressed out. You have less stress and you have more time doing things that mean something. That means traveling. You save money for traveling. It's just more peace. Once you start practicing minimalism, it's just letting go of the things that you don't need. You don't have to have 25 pairs of pants, 25 shirts and 25 sweaters, boots and shirts, coats and stuff like that. That is kind of like, nonsense. But to each his own. I'm not saying everybody has to do this, but if once you start letting go of things, you'll start having more peace in your life. So hope everybody enjoyed this little clip on minimalism. I know I do. I'm not trying to throw this on anybody, but I just want to, talk to you guys about this stuff because I think a lot of us we're spending too much money, and this country is really, really spoiled. There's a lot of things that you might have in your closet today that, by you keeping and hoarding it and don't want to give it away, there's somebody in Africa or anywhere, there's somebody at a local church or a local shelter that you can give your items to, just try to, depart with them. And you will see that once doing that, you just feel better. There's just a nice, calm feeling about giving. And the Bible talks about that, we should give. So, I don't know if you guys will all like this video, but, just trying to give you some insight on minimalism and what it means to me. And there's a lot of people, I'm not the only one that practice minimalism, and it's just a better way of life to me. I just really always thought I needed to have like all these things. I had to bring all these things into my house to make it look good. But I am learning over time that the more things that I bring and consume and just gather up is more stress on me. Those are like more things I have to clean up, more things I have to take care of. If you had company, if somebody called you and say, oh, I'm coming from out of town and I want to come visit you, a lot of you guys have to like really clean up your home. Like, oh my God, I got to tidy up this, I got to wipe this down, I got to do this and I do all that. But if you have less things, guess what? You wouldn't have to do that. You would say, you know what, you guys, oh my God, I can't wait to see you. Just come on. You're not going to worry about, oh, I got to go buy this, more sheets and all this other things. Like the people who are wanting to come and visit you, they're not worrying about the things that you have in your house and all that stuff. It's about the time that you share and you treasure being in their company, seeing them again. Those are the things that you hold dear, not the material things, because material things don't bring us joy. They bring you joy just for a second. Believe that. Go buy something, a pair of shoes that you really like, and see how long you feel good about it. I give you a couple of weeks. After a while, all that'll be over with. You're not going to care about that anymore. For example, I had a big Louis Vuitton bag. I just wanted to reward myself with that. And there's nothing wrong with rewarding yourself. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, my Louis Vuitton bag, it's the bomb and it's this and it's that. But over the time I kept carrying it, I got it in my hand and I'm just walking. And I'm thinking like, this Louis Vuitton bag, the LVs or whatever, this is not who I am. And it doesn't mean anything. And a lot of you guys are carrying around purses, have on like $200 tennis shoes and, you know, all these fabulous things. But a lot of people, I hate to say this, a lot of people don't even have life insurance. But they think it's more important to have, you know, a designer bag or things like that. I'm not saying that we should not enjoy life and enjoy things, but you shouldn't let things consume you. You shouldn't let them, you know, take over who you are as a person, because God does want us to enjoy things, but we're not supposed to, like, you know, they mean more than anything, you know, and if people don't accept you for who you are as a person, then, you know, so be it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe and like if you liked it. You can leave me some questions, or you can leave a comment in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day. Peace. Sorry. Peace.